Rogers is an autistic boy. He's 15 years old. He's been missing from Hendersonville, Tennessee. And everybody has been looking for him. Everybody. He is 5 foot 5 inches tall. He weighs 120 pounds. Sandy blonde hair, and he wears glasses. And again, there is no footprint of him whatsoever.
You think back, and there might have been a reason he was possibly upset or something outside that could have enticed him to go outside. Was there anything that came to mind?
We've been combing over that day and even the weeks before he left, and I hadn't been able to figure it out. That morning he was laughing, he was joking. Everyone we were around that day agreed that he seemed like he was in a good mood. He was behaving.
This boy, I've done told y'all, reminds me of my son that had autism, that is my third son. And he disappeared right down the road from part of where my family lives. And I take all of these cases serious. I am not playing about anything right now.
The original thinking was that Sebastian Rogers left home on his own, but the fact that he disappeared without a trace now has authorities looking into the very real possibility of foul play.
I'm not trying to accuse them of anything. I'm trying to tell you how suspicious they are now becoming.
Her smile shines as bright as the stars at night. Her heart is as kind as can be. She has the patience of a saint, but if you push her, oh Lordy, a straight talker is smiling. She's the salt of the earth. Make no mistake, she matters. Catch Miley's story on a live stream. Oh boy, that girl can never go smiling. She's smiling, alright. She's smiling. Make no mistake while she's here. She's smiling, alright. She's smiling. If you're guilty, she'll smell out your fear. Missing posters and stories of heartache and fear. She tells us all of the heartbreaking tears. She can sniff out the guilty from a mile away. If Smiley's on the case, then she's here to stay. She cares about these missing children. She cares deeply about them all. She speaks the truth with integrity for the truth. She will seek it all. She's smiling, alright. She's smiling. Make no mistake while she's here. She's smiling, alright. She's smiling. If you're guilty, she'll smell out your face. Smiley's questions are like a heat-seeking missile. She's going straight for the bullseye. Don't ever believe you can fool her. She's too wise, man. She won't comply. She values freedom like the 4th of July. She values respect even more. If you want to earn a place at Smiley's table, watch the clock. It takes time for sure. She's smiling, alright. She's smiling. Make no mistake why she's here. She's smiling, alright. She's smiling. If you're guilty, she'll smell out your fear. If you break her trust, you're done for. Trust don't grow back like grass. So don't give Smiley a reason to doubt you. Oh, the friendship will shatter like glass. She's a damn good woman, that much we know. She puts in guilty, you better feel fear.
Well, hello. I want to thank Miss C. Shore Annie for that song. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good morning, Brandon E. Good morning. Good morning, Panda Bear's mom and Ginger Snap. It's good to see y'all this morning. Lisa Thompson, good morning. She said, I'm listening but getting ready. A nurse and doctor is coming to the house today to see Roger. I hope he's doing okay, Lisa. I hope things are getting a little bit better for y'all. I'm still praying. I pray for you every day, honey. Love you. Tammy T, good morning. Charlie, good morning. Good morning. Good to see you. Where's Sebastian, Katie? Where's Sebastian, Chris? You never loved him, but his father Seth does. Justice is coming. Good morning, fine Sebastian. Good morning. Good morning, Stephanie Williams. I hope you're doing well this morning. I hope you're feeling a little bit better. Let's see. I hope justice comes really soon. Sebastian needs to be found. Bring him home to his daddy. I hope justice comes soon too. Deborah Harris. Hi, Smiley. Great to see you. Love your channel. And I love you for being here. And thank you for your support. We must never give up. Absolutely. And we're never going to give up. Hi, YouTuber. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to everybody. Everybody, thumbs up. Remember, take the time to do thumbs up. It's free. Come out of them bushes to put a thumbs up. I never see who you are. I will not know who you are. Just put a thumbs up. It helps the channel. It helps spread the word about Sebastian and all these missing kids. Thank you for being here. I hope you all grabbed some coffee this morning and everything. And I hope you're doing well on this beautiful Sunday. It's a beautiful Sunday here. Very beautiful. Hey, Denise. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I hope you're doing fine this morning. It is beautiful. April is soon over. April showers brings May flowers. I was out there watering my flowers this morning. I got them all watered. I hope y'all are taking the time to smell the beautiful flowers outside, get some fresh air. Arnie Rose, member for 8 months. Woo-hoo! Thank you. Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, say his name, KP. Say his name. Not that boy, not my son, not him, not that, not it. Say his name. Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. That's right, Arnie Rose. Good morning, beautiful. Good morning. Thank you for putting up with me for 8 months. Donna Smith, good morning. Good morning, Donna. Beautiful Donna. Good morning. That sun is shining here. I hope it's shining bright for y'all wherever you are. Yeah, not Bubba. Bubba! Not Bubba. Not Bubba. Wonder how she started becoming to call him Bubba. 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 You know, they didn't even allow him around Faith when Faith was there. They didn't even want him around Faith. Faith came in December, and as you know, Seth had him in December. Chris didn't even want him around his daughter. Interesting, huh? Sad. 68 degrees today. 68 degrees in Lake Odessa. Well. Yeah, Bubba is in prison waiting for Edgar. Yep, y'all don't forget to hit that like button, thumbs up. Yep, that's the devil in KP. Yep. Listen, y'all. Listen. Hold on. Hold up. Oh, Christopher. I finally found one with Christopher. Christopher! Christopher, up at the crack of dawn, he said he was at work at 5 o'clock or 5:15. Bullshit. I say bullshit. We'll be near 90, Smiley, but rain on the way. Ugh. I know. It kind of looked like it had spit some rain balls last night when I was trying to water my flowers this morning. Pink butterfly, I'm sorry. Pink butterfly, I should have warned you. Pink butterfly said they had their earbuds in. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I should start warning against that. Instead of trigger warnings, I should start putting up my earbud warnings. Yeah, BS, Crispy Edgar. I was going through some shorts on TikTok this morning. I shared some. Thank all the people over there that lets me share. And I saw one of Bullhorn Betty's. I don't know if I shared it or not. I was going to, but she was. Oh no, some of them don't allow to share. But anyway, somebody was doing hers, and she would allow to share, but somebody was doing hers and it didn't have a place to download it. But anyway, I was going to. She was standing out in front of St. Jude's. Nobody was there at that time of morning. I'm just telling y'all, nobody was there at that time of morning. So yeah, it's bullshit. Bullshit. Krispy Kreme. Sometimes you'd like to smear one of them Krispy Kreme donuts in his face. I'm just saying. No, that's not a threat, y'all. Please. If you're going to hurt somebody with a Krispy Kreme donut, then, oh my God. Yeah, Smiley will be on these other channels. Smiley threatened Christopher with a Krispy Kreme donut. Your Honor, forgive me. I didn't know that was a threat. Don't play dumb now, Smiley. Don't play dumb now. Lord, what do you want me to do? Smear him with a Krispy Kreme donut and then lick it off his face? Oh, come on, man. Please don't put me in jail, Lord. Oh, my God. That's all I need. Come on, man, please. Smiley's got to watch her words sometimes. These people don't know Smiley, so they don't know when she's serious or not serious or whatever. Come on, Christopher. I don't want to be licking it off your face now. It was not a threat. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, Lord, please. Have mercy. Ugh. Just make sure it's white and not chocolate, I guess. Ugh. Ugh. And not jelly form. Just saying. Anyway. I need to stop this morning. I ain't had enough coffee this morning yet, y'all, folks. I just ain't. It ain't. Oh, Lord. Can I just get on with this? Can I get on with this? Y'all are going to ruin me never wanting a Krispy Kreme again. So, why are so many kids? Hey, Carolyn, you're so tired of this rain. Yeah, let's talk about rain. Stop talking about the food. Brandon said he wasn't there at that hour. No, he wasn't. He just wasn't. Grand Raisin smiling at everyone. Hey, Ma Duke. Hey, yo. Makes me miss Daniel when he comes in here and says, yo, Daniel Sports Highlight. Y'all remember? Yeah, come on down, Edgar. Y'all remember The Price is Right, where Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers is? Yeah. What is that price? I don't know. I still find it strange when somebody says on my community post, why ain't the reward $1 million? Well, right now it is $500,000. They did raise it. 500,000 K. That's a lot of money. Anyway. I don't know, Donna. I don't know. I didn't go on there. I was going to sign up one time just to look, and I'm like, Lord have mercy. If I do that, I got halfway through it. I thought, Lord, if I go on there, they're for sure going to know it's Smiley. And then they're going to say Smiley was on the damn dating site. You know, I don't know. I want to go look, though. It was kind of like that OnlyFans thing, I told one of my mods I used to have, she was on there. She was. I won't say who, but anyway. She's not my mod anymore. But she was telling me about the only thing, and I'm like, oh Lord, I'd hate to see all the people that was on, the creator, anybody. And she said, you'd be surprised. I'm like, Lord, honey, I don't even want to know. But I guess people do that for their investigative tools and shit. I was almost scared to know. I was. But anyway, yeah, one of those things. Lord fart cod. I don't know. I don't know what he's calling himself these days. I really don't. Lord have mercy. Just to put Lord in front of it. That's probably what he did. He's so narcissistic, right? In my opinion, allegedly. Oh, God. Okay, that's enough, y'all. That is enough. Good morning, everybody. Happy April 27th. Happy April 27th, 2025 here. So, yeah. Well, we're going to talk about today, why are so many kids missing? Because, and Sebastian definitely is one of them, but I had some thoughts on that this morning. As you know, there are hundreds of thousands of kids that are reported missing every year, believe it or not. That is way too many. There's 500 to 600 that is reported missing a month in Tennessee. That's definitely way too many. One is too many. But in the United States, hundreds of thousands of kids are missing. But the thing is, most of those are resolved quick. They're resolved quick. However, none of those should ever happen in the first place, but they do. They do every single day. Every single day. Now, runaways are the most common category, and most of the time they are often teenagers. And teenagers might run away due to problems that they have at home. They might run away due to abuse or family conflict or neglect. Good Sunday morning, sunny days. Good morning. They may have peer pressure. Their friends may be like, let's run away. Or, they may have a boyfriend. Let's get out of here. Or a girlfriend. I want to run away and just be with you. Again, my cousin ran away years ago and it didn't turn out too good for her. She ran away with her boyfriend, went to California. Her boyfriend left her, went back home. She ended up staying with these people, was asleep on the couch. Long story short, had her head wrapped up under the cover. These people went to the back room. They killed the people with a silencer on their gun. She never heard anything, never took the covers off of her head, but they didn't want to leave a witness, so they blew her head off, basically. Anyway, long story short, that was that. She never got the luxury of going back home. But most of the time, teenagers, that it could be peer pressure. It could be, they just want to get a feel of being out on their own. Yep. Joni Robin Scruggs in Nashville, Tennessee. Look it up. Look it up years ago. Since everybody's looking up everything, I'll just go ahead and give it to you. I've told the story many times. But maybe peer pressure. Maybe a runaway has mental health issues. Maybe They feel like they have no other option. But I think, in my opinion, in Sebastian's case, and this is just my opinion only. Hold on, let me get this alarm off in here. Okay, there was an alarm going off. I think, in my opinion only, in Sebastian's case, they wanted us, the public, and the police to think 15-year-old, a 15-year-old boy at that time, which was Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, ran away. And they did report it. I think they wanted us to think, and the police, that since they reported it, there was this 15-year-old boy, autism and all that this would just die down and they would be in the clear. And this is just my opinion. And they would get a little bit of sympathy, but that it would fade away and nobody would care about this 15-year-old autistic boy. And by the way, the public would see the stepdad and the stepmother, the stepdad and the mother went on about their life, living their life, working, leaving town, life goes on. Chris even said, life goes on. Life goes on. And in my opinion, nobody, not even mom and stepdad, counted on the bio dad, Seth Rogers, stepping up or giving up on finding his son. Now, I think, in my opinion, they thought Seth, he had no money. He was barely getting by. He couldn't take care of Sebastian when they wanted to give Sebastian to him. He wanted to put it off, or, he wanted to get his situation in order. He couldn't afford to come up with this is what they thought. He couldn't afford to come up with the money at the time, because Chris even said that, and Katie said that, to split with them when they got on that phone call. And they demanded, per Chris, to put him in one of those homes, because they were going to put him in a home. The first home they were going to put him in was one that Seth didn't agree to, because a lot of kids ended up dead up there. So that wasn't going well for them. And I feel like, this is my opinion only, that at the time, Chris probably wasn't asking Mommy Bowersox for money. He was doing everything on his own. Good morning, everybody coming in. And so they didn't expect Seth to come out fighting every day and every night with all of his might for his missing son, willing to give and lay down his own life for his child, having the world to rally around him and support him and Sebastian. And it did not go away. It did not go like they thought that it would go. Good morning, Kimberly. And so Seth did not just lay down and shut up. A lot of people underestimate quiet people, and a lot of people underestimate people that don't have money. I'm just telling you. That's a wrong thing to do, in my opinion. In my opinion, why Chris told him his son was missing, but don't be mad. That was a huge red flag. That was a huge red flag. Chris also told him or made him go into a verbal agreement not to start a GoFundMe page. Good morning. Wait, what? Wait, what? Everybody coming in? And don't raise any. That's right. Absolutely. Absolutely. And, you know, I think Seth is quiet and I think he observes and all that, but I don't think you're going to push Seth around, especially when it comes to his son or something he loves. This is just my opinion. But he didn't want Seth to be financially able to find or find out any information about his whereabouts. But what he did and what Katie did was underestimate Seth's love for his son. And he took Seth's quietness for weakness. And Seth is by no means weak. Not when it comes to Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. And come hell or high water, to this day, 14 months later, Seth will find out what happened to his son and who is responsible. Even if it's not them, Seth is going to find out where his son is, what happened to him, and he is going to find out who is responsible. Because in my opinion, I think he would give his life and lay his life down for him. And Sebastian is not a runaway, and he did not leave home willingly the night of February 25th, 2024. That's my opinion. They mistook the world not giving a damn about a 15-year-old boy, a teenage boy with autism. And they were wrong. They were wrong about that. He's not going to push us around either, because we won't stop until Sebastian is brought home. Absolutely. Good morning, Southern Charm. Good morning. I hope you're doing well today. Good morning. They would be wrong. We want him found. We want Sebastian found. We want him found either way, and anyone responsible, we want punished. We want punished. We absolutely are not giving up. We're not giving up no matter what. No matter how much they threaten, no matter how much they threaten these people with boots on the ground, no matter how many notes they leave on people's backpacks, no matter how many flyers they take down, no matter how many tires they flatten, no matter how many channels they go on and threaten, or how many people they sue or put in jail, nobody's going to give up. Nobody that really cares about children or victims. Exactly. It's just not going to happen. They would be wrong, because we care and we want him found. And we want him found either way. And we want anybody, whether it's one person, 2, 4, 5, or 10, we want them punished. Also, the other cause of other missing children or missing children involves parent or family abductions, taking a child without permission of the other parent, especially during custody disputes. Well, here, there was no custody disputes. There was no custody disputes, right? But could he have been passed off to another family member? Sure. Some have even speculated that. Could he have been passed off to a friend or anyone? Sure. Sure. Absolutely. Do I think so? In my opinion, no, I don't. But who am I? I can only give you my thoughts and my opinions. Michelle said, I believe Sebastian was carried out to a car and Chris and Katie know full well what has happened to him. Well, I can tell you this, in my opinion, I believe they know full well what has happened to him. That's just my opinion. So I can agree with you at least on half of that. First day when Devlin went missing, family went out to searchers. Ellie here in Noy County are gathering SAR for them. Please pray for the family. He is 18 but has autism, but is a 7 or 8 year old. Many prayers. Absolutely, many prayers. All children deserve to be found. It doesn't matter how old they are. It doesn't matter who they are. It doesn't matter, where they come from. It doesn't matter if they have money or don't. And it doesn't matter what color they are. They all deserve to be found. All kids matter. Absolutely. All kids matter. All victims matter. All adults matter. Everybody matters. In my opinion, I believe the whole Proudfoot and BS family, or Bowersox, sorry, I can't read. Bowersox family know what happened to poor Sebastian. I do too, even after the fact. Even after the fact. And why was the Bowersox and messages from the sister out before police got there? Chris can say he called them all he wants to. I'm telling you, Kathy wasn't out that early in the morning either, and down by the house that early, by the store that early in the morning. The sister wasn't putting out messages before the cops was called, before Seth even knew. I mean, this is the stupidest stuff I've ever heard in my life. If that was me or you that did that, they would be bringing us all in for questioning. Maybe holding us 72 hours. I don't know. I believe the only reason why LE says that Sebastian was not seen on camera is because they had him covered up when they took him to the vehicle. Maybe. Hey, Kelly, the OG. Hello. I know I need to do better in scheduling my lives, but I try to do some. Hey, Kiki, welcome. Be careful driving. That's all that matters. And have a good sermon at church. I need to do better about scheduling my lives. Sometimes I try to do it a little bit ahead of time. I'm just not a good planner or a good scheduler. Smiley does stuff on Smiley's terms. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. I'm just not a very good planner. Sorry. And then on the YouTube thing, I can't help what YouTube does. Sometimes YouTube can be a little wacky with giving notices and stuff like that. Sorry. Chris and Katie, I know you're watching. Your lives will come to an end eventually, and we're not going to let this go away. Right. And they watch all channels. They watch all channels. They adapt to things being said. And Chris, you're more than welcome to come back up here. I don't think you had enough. I don't think the 3-hour interview I did with you was enough. But you're more than welcome to come back up here. I do have more questions. What you doing, Chris? Huh? What you doing, Chris? You want to come back up here? You're more than welcome. Chris. Mr. Chris. I said at one time Katie could not come back up here, but I'll be respectful. Katie can come up here. Katie can come back up here. I'll allow her to come back up here. She really wasn't no use in the last interview because you did speak for everything. But, you know, you did speak for everything for her until I asked you, why did you speak for her and everything? But, you know, I'm sure you would, if she came up here, you would allow her to talk. The only thing she jumped in for is if it was about her husband. She loved her husband and different things. Here we go. Here we go. For those that have headphones in. And that's another thing. Chris was not there, but Chris knows every single thing. Chris wasn't allegedly there, but Chris knows everything from every second of this story. When he was 3 hours away, everything that allegedly happened, even from the night before. And he tells the story. So he wants to talk about it. So, Chris, if you want to come up here and talk about it, you're more than welcome. You evidently know how to get a hold of me because you did last time when you demanded the interview and pulled me off of Justin, Clutch Them Pearls. Or actually, it was Justin for All at that time. I was on that live with Josh and Trevor Lee, and everybody saw it. So I am asking you, hey, Jen in Georgia. So I am asking you nicely, if you would like to come back, you're being actually invited. Hey, Frank, good morning. Ami, hello. You have a good church service as well. So I am asking you, I am inviting you back to finish up. Maybe this time when you come back, if you come back, Chris, actually, I think you should come back because maybe this time Terry Lynn won't be trying to so rudely interrupt you and knock you off of my live interview 100 million times. And then we can get a good, better interview. And I won't be left hanging with Katie really not knowing what to say. And she won't be thinking you're talking to your daughter. Honestly. Just saying. Let me look at something. I got a text message. Let me see something. Hold on. I guess this is important. Okay. So that's what I think. Yeah, I just got something alerting me to something. So that's what I think. But anyway, okay. All right. Anyway, sorry about that. So let me get back to this. Also, the other cause of missing children involves parent or family abductions, taking a child without permission. We got that. Okay. Then you have kids lost who wander. Well, he was not a wanderer or an eloper, right? And then you have stranger abductions. But if a stranger took him, you would have saw them, according to Chris Proudfoot, right? According to Chris, you would have saw them on camera. The dogs would have barked. Chris said we would have saw and heard on camera, and there would have been a shadow. I just say, in my opinion, right? The point is, runaways, many of them, unlike my cousin, but many of them return home within a few days or a few weeks. Hell, remember the one that was in Summer Wells' case? They even called into cracking cases, for help. But many are found safe. Many come home. That happens. Not Sebastian. In my opinion, he did not run away. I would bet you anything he did not run away. There's been national media attention. There's been Amber Alerts. There is still an Amber Alert. Flyers everywhere. U.S. Marshals involved. Military involved. We went over this before. Over and over. Every channel has. Sebastian is not Houdini, like Chris said. He's not Houdini. The rapture did not come. E.T. did not come out of the sky on his bicycle and call Sebastian home. Phone home, let's go. The UFOs didn't come get Sebastian. It just did not happen. It did not occur. There's people who know where Sebastian is and what happened to him. And no matter what, justice will come. There's no perfect crime. And this is a crime. There's no perfect crime. Stop living your life like you got away with it. You can talk now or you can talk later. If you talk now, hey, Laura, it's going to be easier. It will be easier for you. Just don't talk around Seth. Go and talk to Ellie. Good morning, Angel Wings. Go make that deal. I'm sure there's a deal to be made. Go talk. We want closure. Seth wants closure. The mom should want closure, and anybody involved should want closure. You should not want to be looking over your shoulders every single day, every minute of the day. You should be tired of playing games. These YouTubers, these channels you're going to sit on, they don't care, and they're not going to matter 5 years from now. They don't care. You think this is a case to be studied for years? It may be. But they don't care about you. Hey, Rhonda, you're just another case and just another number. You're going to be replaced by another case. Thank you, Bliss Blessings, for being a member for 4 months. Woohoo! That's right, 500,000 reasons to speak up. If you know it, and it's sad. Sebastian did deserve better. He did deserve better. Good morning, little orange man. Sebastian absolutely deserved better. Please, please bring closure to this case. Sometimes I think they don't want closure. I see they don't want people talking about him. They want to stop. They want to threaten. They want to stop the people. Jen in Georgia, thank you for gifting a membership. If you got that gift, please thank Jen in Georgia. That was very kind. I can't see who got it, but thank Jen. That's very kind. Yeah, he sure did deserve better. He sure did. Thank you, Jen. Thank you again. But the Priscilla, thank you. The Priscilla got it. Thank you. Thank you, Jen. But I think they don't want people talking about it and all that. And I think they want it to go away. But I think they want it to go away where they're not going to be caught. It's not going to work like that. Please come forward and tell what happened. Gam Gam, thank you for the super sticker. Whoop, whoop. Thank you. Yeah, and I can't imagine living with the guilt. I really can't imagine living with the guilt. How do they sleep at night? How can they sleep at night? No wonder, in my opinion, they don't want to work with the dad, Seth. No wonder they can't face him. No wonder from day one, and this is my opinion, and my opinion only, and I'm entitled to it. No wonder that they said, don't be mad. Who says that? And no wonder they said, they wouldn't take Seth to where he needed to go because he didn't know that area good. But he said Chris wouldn't take him or go search for this lead. No wonder they won't show up to vigils. It's just crazy. It's wild. There's a lot of red flags. There's so many red flags. Yeah, exactly. Wait, what? As much as CP battles and rats himself out, KK sit back and allow it all. She's not innocent. No. And I know you said in your opinion, but in my opinion also, she's definitely not innocent in any of this by any means. And then, that's right. Bio mom can't talk to bio dad, you know. I mean, it's just wild. I mean, why is all this, you know, it's crazy. Just go back and use common sense. If you go back through all of the interviews, every time, every single time, you hear something you didn't hear before, because at the time that they're doing interviews, we're all, even the interviewers, we're all caught up in the moment. Thank you, Raymond, so much for the gift. If you got that gift, please thank Raymond. Thank you all for being so kind, and thank you for your support. Thank you so much, Raymond. But at the time, even the interviewers, everybody's so caught up in the moment. And I think even the person like Chris or whoever is caught up in what they're saying at the time that they don't, they don't realize. You need to go back and always listen, in my opinion, because every time you're hearing something new, I always do, and we're not hearing really what they're saying at the time or what it means at the time. And it sometimes, and even after a year or whatever, after everything else that comes out, then that makes more sense what they said. And that's with every interview that they done. Robin, bless you, honey. Robin has lost 2 children. And Robin says she just wants her children back. And somebody that has lost children, that's all you want. You don't want all this dumb stuff going around. You don't want to sit around on channels, and unless you're advocating to get them back, and hold on, I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. And you don't want to, unless you're trying to do good or advocate to keep a person in jail or whatever, you don't want to get online and play games. Hey, Joe, that's not what you want. I did an interview with Robin not long ago. Robin goes all the way back to the Summer Wells case. And Robin has a Facebook page you can go, dedicated to her daughter. Her daughter, she's in the newspaper. She's still fighting this guy. Robin's daughter was brutally murdered. I'm so sorry, Robin. And then she lost a son too. He died fishing, but he had seizures and stuff. And it's just, she wants complete justice. You don't see her going around doing all this stuff. It's just crazy. There's other people that has lost children to terrible circumstances. And, I just don't understand. I don't see it. But these just go up, and they have time, instead of talking to or for Sebastian, even in news stations, local news stations, laugh, look at each other for answers, go hang out on these hate channels, Chris is called in, changing his voice, pretending to be Sling Blade. And you don't want to accuse, and you don't want to think that they're capable of anything like this. But how do you have time to do all this and laugh and play games, hey hope floats, and sit and joke? Even and especially the mother. Yes, Frank, that was disgusting. And then Chris didn't even get home. He says he wants to protect his family and all that. And then he didn't even rush home. I would tell them, I don't give a damn if I was in a crane 700 feet up in the air. I would push that button and get my ass down and tell them, you could take this job and shove it. Remember that song? Take this job and shove it. Because I ain't working here no more. And immediately get home to the wife that I was supposed to love, no matter if we were getting a divorce or we were having problems or what the issue was. There's somebody in my household missing. Something's not right. But he didn't get home till after 1 o'clock that day. Why? Why? He didn't, yeah, Denise. Sebastian wasn't his family. There was abuse in that home. I feel like, in my opinion only, there was abuse to Katie as well. And I'm not taking up for her by any means. Because do I think she was scared of her? No. Him? No. No, I don't. Let's not forget. Katie, and I even asked in my interview, Katie put her hands on Seth as well. People are forgetting that too. Chris wanted to make a joke out of it. I said, I didn't know, I wasn't there. Chris said, ha ha ha, for the record, I wasn't there either. Y'all don't forget, I'm a woman too. I'm a girl too. Y'all in here, no offense to women, but these women, especially these younger women, are trifling as hell. Trifling. I know. I got 4 grown boys. These women out there nowadays will do anything. Katie was in the military. Katie is no weakling. She is strong. She's no damn weakling. And do I believe she put her hands on Seth? Hell yes. Do I believe she put her hands on Chris? Yep. Do I believe he put his hands on her? Yes. She allowed him to put his hands on Sebastian? Yes, in my opinion. There is no Sebastian now. Could she walk away now? Yes. Absolutely. Did she? Does she know? Does she know he was screwing around on her? Yep. Does she know he was on all them sites? Yep. Did she walk away? No. Did she still walk away? Nope. Does she know her son's gone? Yep. Did she have anything to do with it, in my opinion? Yep. Did Chris? It's looking more like it, in my opinion. Even if it was after the fact. She still took up for him, allowed him to lock her in that house with Sebastian by herself and give him an alibi. She allowed that. She allowed all of this. Thank you, Bliss Blessing. Let's see what you had to say. I have a super blessed life and have amazing parents that took me in. My My incubator looked for me just like KP, except mine moved states. I'm 43 and she wonders why I have nothing to do with her. And KP, speak up. Exactly. 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 Thank you for that bliss blessing. Thank you. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. And Michelle said, in my opinion, how disgusting that KK wants to get Faith. If true. Yes. 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 There you go. There you go. Yep. Let's not forget KP helped CP on grabbing Faith from Nina. In my opinion, she wants that baby girl, not her own son. Yeah. Or she just wants the approval from the Bower Sox, because Katie, in my opinion, wants that power, that status, and that money that they have, in my opinion. In my opinion. I don't know that it's so much she wants Faith, but she wants that role, that status, power, and that money. I've said it before. She don't want to go back to that clock striking 12. That's what I think too, Laura. Do I think she don't like children. Do I think she wants to be bothered with any child? No, I don't. That's my opinion. And if anything, Kathy Bowersox, her BFF, needs to kick her to the curb for that, because it's actually Kathy Bowersox that wants Faith, and it's always wanted Faith, and it's not even so much Chris that wanted his own daughter. It's Kathy Bowersox that wanted that little girl. I don't think they do either, Robin, to be honest with you. I don't think they do. I think they just, you know what I think? I think they're like the Missouri state. Show me. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. I'm going to take what I want. I'm going to get what I want at all cost. That's what I think that family's about. She showed that, Smiley. Sebastian is missing, but KP and Faith out having fun. What did she tell Faith about Sebastian? Exactly. What did she, Brandon? What did she tell Faith about Sebastian? Brandon, answer me this. Why do you think personally Chris allows Katie around Faith, since even if he don't think she did anything, allegedly, why do you think Chris allowed Katie around Faith alone since Sebastian went missing on her watch? You answer that for me. You're a guy, just wondering. What are your thoughts on that? Hey, Tracy. Tomorrow night, Robin. It will air tomorrow night. I got to find out what channel and what time. Yeah, they know what happened. They know what happened, but why do you think when they brought Faith down there, why do you think do you want a link, Brandon? Do you want a link? Because I wonder why he would let Faith be alone with Katie. I'm just curious. Yeah, I'm just curious. As a man, why would you think that he would allow, why would he allow that? I asked him if he suspected Katie on the way home at all. And he said, no, I think that's a lie, because I feel any normal person, husband, wife, whatever, if they were in Memphis and had nothing to do with this, I just feel like you would have to go, wait a minute. How did she not hear? How did she not see? How did this happen? He knows his house inside out. I would have to wonder, even for a split second. So if he has a little girl that he brings home for the summer after the fact, why wouldn't he just leave it with his mom or his sister or somebody else? Why would he entrust that little girl with her when she lost a whole missing 15-year-old boy on her watch? That would be scary to me. I'm sorry. Something in my subconscious would not allow that, especially when I was having problems. I'm just saying. Especially when I was going through divorce and all that, or having those problems, even if I didn't want the world to know now that it was out there. Something is wrong with that picture. I'm just saying. And so I was just asking Brandon what he thought about that. I'm just wondering. I wouldn't. But y'all don't get it wrong. Katie is not this meek person. Chris knows it. Seth knows it. Anyone that was ever around Katie, Lynn, Rosenbaum, Rogers, Proudfoot knows that, right? Everybody knows that, in my opinion. And anybody that knows Chris Proudfoot knows hold on just a minute. Everybody knows that he's not this nice yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am person. And everybody knows that these CPS reports were worth calling on, that the teacher did everything she could to help, and CPS failed this child. And Chris thought him and Katie could get away with it, and Katie allowed it. And now it's time to just suck it up, buttercups, and come forward and tell the truth. Just tell the truth. Again, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be accused. But look, if the shoe fits, wear that motherfucker. There is a now 16-year-old boy, Sebastian Rogers, who is missing. He deserves to be found. Either way, I say either way, closure needs to come. Everybody needs to stop looking over their shoulder. Everybody. You know, you don't think it would come from a mother who has a missing child for 14 months to say, well, other kids out there, y'all don't forget, other kids are missing and needs attention. That should not come from a mother of a missing child. But I'm here to tell you, Katie, you are right. There are other kids who need attention. There are other kids who need attention, but we are not going away from Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. He will be found. The answers will be found. They will come. We're not leaving this case. But you are right. So if you do know what happened to your son, you need to tell it so those other children can get attention, because they may be out there suffering and you may be stopping that. So if you know what happened to Sebastian, please call 1-800-TBI-FIND or 615-442-1865. Or you can tell dog at 1-833-TELL-DOG. There is a $500,000 reward now. I hadn't changed it on my screen yet, but now the reward is $500,000. Let's see, Tracy. Let's see. Hold on a minute. I don't know. Let me see. I just saw that. Sorry about that. If we remember, Seth did an interview with the TV station in front of a park. Was that it? Yes. Seth did a lot of interviews in front of outside and in front of parks and stuff like that. I don't know if that's the one you're talking about. But I'll go back and look. I'll look at some of Seth's interviews and see if I can get those. Okay. I did put out, I think, one this morning that he did on one of my shorts, but I will look at some of Seth's. Okay. Since they watch all the channels, do you think they watch the vigil? Yes, I do. I do. All I need is Jesus Coffee and True Crime. I do. I think they watch I think they watch every channel. I think they try to get every information. Again, I don't know how. Thank you, Mayberry. Thank you. And you have a good day at church also. A good sermon. I hope you have. I think they watch, all of the, what do you call that? Channels. I don't know how they do it, but I hope that they get to, what do you call that? Oh my God, I can't even think what I'm trying to say. Hold on. Let me see. I'm looking at 2 or 3 things here. Hold on. Let me see if I can. YouTuber. Hold on just a minute. Somebody says, on my community post. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. I'm looking at 2 or 3 things. I'm trying to see if I can. Hold on. Oh my gosh, hold on. Okay, let me see if this is it. Hold on. I think this is it. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. I think that one might be it. And if not, because it's, okay, yeah, I think that's it. I think that's the one. I forgot what I was going to say prior to that. But I think that's the one with the, oh, Millie dropped it. Okay, thank you. Yeah, because it's crazy with the iPhones. Yeah, CP is excited about the America's Most Wanted episode. I'm guessing they didn't ask the hard questions. Probably they didn't. I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see it too. But yeah, I forgot what I was going to say. I guess it wasn't important. Smiley, I asked in a spirit box session last night who Sebastian met after the police left Sebastian's home. Sebastian said he met Seth at a park. It's, I don't know what to say to that. I don't know. Who Sebastian met at a park. after he left home. But Seth was okay. Okay. Seth was at work. There is 100% proof Seth was at work, if that's what you're talking about. There was cameras all around, so I don't know about that. But yeah, he did do videos, or he did do interviews. He did do interviews at parks. I think there was a vigil at the park and stuff like that. Yeah, there is 100% he was at work. 100%. Even Chris said that. So there's that. Well, if he was off camera 20 minutes, I can tell you, if he was off camera 20 minutes, and that's a fact, honey, he did not get to Hendersonville to kidnap Sebastian. I'm just saying, that's hilarious. Oh my God, that is still hilarious. Lord, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Lord have mercy. Good morning, whispering winds. I'm just saying. No way, shape, form, no how. But anyway, y'all need to go through my lives, and at least he had his boss. At least his boss spoke with him. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. At least his boss at the Davidson County Jail spoke up for him on camera. Oh, God. Where are any of these people speaking up for Chris and Katie? I'm just saying. But anyway, if y'all have any information for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, please call 1-800-TBI-FINE. We're not giving up, and he needs to be found. He needs to be found sooner than later. The latter is going to be harder for you, whoever is responsible. Thank you, and y'all have a great day. Love y'all. Probably see y'all this afternoon. Thanks. Bye.